tiny marshmallow?
And disappear.
Where did it disappear to?
My tummy.
Was it yummy?
Yeah.
Grant's the youngest of 4 children at the time, the baby. He had a plethora of siblings to play with, and he loved being with them.
Grant was just a bundle of joy at all times. He was someone that you looked at and instantly fell in love with.
He definitely brought a lot of joy to our family, and he was that cheeser face all over our pictures, close his eyes and have this huge smile.
That's how he smiled all the time. Can you smile like that? The cheeser?
And we were actually sitting at Father's Day with a bunch of cousins, and Michael went to go pick him up, and he screamed this kind of blood-curdling scream that was not normal. And we thought, this is not right. So we took him to go get an x-ray, and they came back in the room, and Michael was at work, and they looked at me and said, we see something on the x-ray, and it doesn't look good, and they are expecting you at the ER. I said, I'm going to go pick up my husband on the way. And they said, no, you don't have time for that. They are waiting for you at the hospital. So we went to the ER and they did more testing. And the next thing we knew, they were walking us into the Aflac Cancer and Blood Disorder Center to spend the night. And that's when we knew it was cancer.
It really was a tender mercy that Grant was young when he was diagnosed. And we knew right off the bat it was a very slim chance of his survival. He ended up having some gene mutations that are really rare. Of course, we had hope. But we knew that it was going to be really tough. But he always had a smile on his face. He was bouncing around the room anytime he had enough energy to do it. He didn't know that cancer could kill him. He didn't know what cancer was. He didn't necessarily know, because he was 2, why he even had to go to the hospital, but it became his new norm. But he always had that smile on his face, and he was just fighting to be a kid.
He didn't fear it. You've got this little kid, and he has no problem going to the hospital and to the Aflac Cancer Center because they just treat him so well.
He would slide down the top of his bed and order mac and cheese every time he was in the hospital. Nurse call button, he thought was room service.
They do such a magnificent job of kind of taking the attention off of the fact that these kids are going through treatment and just giving them an opportunity to smile, to be kids.
And they not only care for your child and their health needs and getting them the best treatment possible, they're caring for their hearts and the whole heart of your family.
They just really made us a priority and made it feel like home for all of us when we visited as well.
They were very willing to go out and look at every possible option, present that to us. They have great doctors. But there is only so many FDA-approved treatments, and you have to look at clinical trials outside of that, and they were very willing to help and make sure that we found the best treatment possible.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Ah, you lost your eyeball.
Ah.
Where'd it go?
There it.
You have robot eyes?
Yeah.
You know, Grant was diagnosed at 2 and passed away at 4. He was on this earth a short time, but he made such a huge impact.
Our family was still very involved in the childhood cancer community, and that was something that became very important to me. Currently, I am a freshman at Samford University in Birmingham studying nursing, and the goal is to be a pediatric oncology nurse. So this community had poured so much love and time and energy into my family and to other families like mine, and I realized that I had the opportunity to give back to the community that gave above and beyond for me.
You don't ever want to see another child or family experience what we experienced. We weren't a cancer family either the day before we were diagnosed, and then we were thrown into that world. So you don't want to ever say, oh, it can never be me, it could never be my nephew, my niece, my cousin, my neighbor, because it happens.
There's not many causes out there that I believe are as important as one that helps ensure that kids have long, healthy, happy lives. Because without people giving And without the money that pays for research, there can't be better treatments with fewer side effects. And that is the most important thing right now in the childhood cancer world.
He's being able to live on and have impact right now. And if that allows his impact to improve the lives of other children, then as a parent, that's the greatest gift, is to see your child's legacy.